Hi, my name is Alex and I welcome you to today's video. Cris Tales was one of those games I couldn't get out of my head after it was announced. The beautiful art style had me under its spell. Thus my expectations for the game were accordingly high. Whether they were fulfilled, you can find out in this video. The hand-drawn 2D fairy tale world of Cris Tales is about to fall. Only the time mage Cris Bell can save Cris Tales and the Four Kingdoms from the Empress. As a time mage, she can see past, present and future versions of her world, and with the help of her talking companion toad Matthias, she can also intervene in the other times. Graphically, the time mechanic is somewhat unconventional, as you first have to get used to the oversized division by the triangle. Everything that happens in the triangle in the center is the present. Everything that can be seen to the left of it is the past, and on the right side you take a look at the future, all at the same time. The triangle can be moved if you need a bigger impression of the other times. With this time triangle, for example, the children who have grown up can be visited in the future. By the way, in the past their place in front of the palace is empty. Or you organize the ingredients for medicine of a disease, which is missing in the present. To do this, you plant a seed in the ground with Cris Bell in the now time, and if you look into the future, a stately tree has developed from this seed. Now the companion toad can hop into the future, get a fruit from the tree and bring it to the present where it can be given to the pharmacist. Afterwards, however, a decision must be made whether to save the pharmacist or a woman with several children. The effects of the actions can be seen directly in the future. Such small puzzles are used again and again, which influences the story to a small extent. As usual for an RPG, there is also a combat in Cris Tales. The time mechanics also offer creative approaches in the turn-based battles, which are reminiscent of Persona 5 in terms of their presentation, although only Cris Bell is allowed to handle time. The other characters of the party trio have other, more normal abilities. 7 characters are available in total. For example, if you fight against a knight. So you can send him to the future, where he is older and frailer, but at the same time more experienced. Or you can send a dragon to the past, where he's still a baby. In the future, however, the dragon would be quite a strong opponent. In principle, enemies in the past become more agile but weaker, while in the future they are slower but possibly more powerful because they have learned new attacks or spells. So you have to tactic exactly which enemy is best fought where, how and when, in relation to your own strengths. Especially since the placement of the comrades in arms on the timeline can be changed as well. Instead of healing a comrade, you can reset his status to the time before the enemy attack. But it goes even further. In a boss fight, there is no way around the Volcano Sisters in the present. They simply block all attacks with their metallic shield. Now if you wet their shield with a water spell and send the enemy into the future, their shield rusts and the defense weakens. The time mechanics have thus been very thoughtfully incorporated into the battle system. As a little bonus, there is a small system for attacks, just like in Paper Mario. If you press the fight button at the right moment, the attack or defense will be especially effective. Cris Tales largely dispenses with unnecessary filler characters. Most of the characters contribute to the story and the world. From a technical point of view, there's actually nothing I can find fault with. The game always ran at a constant frame rate in my playthrough. The resolution of the Switch version is high enough to display the beautifully drawn world and its characters sharply. So let's come to a conclusion. Even though the hand-drawn graphic style is definitely a matter of taste, the idea behind the RPG is truly remarkable. The simultaneous presentation of past, present and future results in creative actions, since you can already see the effects of your decisions right away in the future. The time travel mechanic adds depth and finesse to the battles, as both enemies and abilities can be affected by time. The game was a unique experience for me, which was convincing on almost all levels. To answer the question from the beginning, yes, my expectations were met. For these reasons I rate Cris Tales for the Nintendo Switch a 9 out of 10. Thanks for watching. If you have any comments or questions, feel free to leave them below. If you liked it, we would be very happy with a like and a subscription. Or if you're interested in getting early access to our future reviews, feel free to visit our Patreon page.
Closed doors, I'm a fool for your love.